Every production faces its fair share of challenges and obstacles, but it is the triumphs and victories that must be cherished and remembered.
Working on this documentary is fun, exhilarating, challenging, and exhausting all at the same time. It's a tremendous amount of planning. It's a tremendous amount of execution as well. We're working in locations throughout Robeson County, and it spanned all the way up into Washington, D.C. and here in Baltimore, Maryland.
One of the most disappointing things is that we didn't have enough time to record all the interviews. We ran out of space on tape, and we also had to encapsulate 4 days and try to make that time schedule work. So I was frustrated. I wanted to stay here and talk more with them.
In working on this documentary, we've encountered a number of highs and lows. I mean, we've had really wonderful points, such as we applied for a number of grants, and Dr. Fazio and I were able to get some money to help pay for portions of this project. So one of the biggest achievements that we've had so far was being able to get funding to bring a small student crew up to Baltimore, Maryland and Washington, D.C. to tell portions of the story that we had in mind from the beginning.
Not only did producer and co-producer have their triumphs and setbacks, but also the production assistants.
When I was on the trip, I had strained my hip flex muscle, and it was really hard trying to move all the equipment and be an integral part inside of the crew with a bummed out leg, but I think I made a good effort.
I've learned so much about making this documentary. I was extremely interested in the technical aspects of filmmaking. I love watching film, and I've learned so much from Dr. Hutchins and the students on how to design a setting, how to use lighting, and even just carrying the camera, how careful you have to be with equipment. So technically, it's been interesting for me to learn those skills.
Dr. Fazio and I have had a really wonderful student crew on this project. It was, I know it's challenging anytime that you ask students to commit a length of 5 days to have to travel and go to a remote location and, be involved in a very vigorous schedule. I mean, we had moment to moment, this whole shoot was planned out because we had so many things that we had to pack into it. I mean, it's a 5-day excursion, but really we had to get everything done within 3 days because we had 1 full day of travel to get here and 1 full day of travel to get back.
Washington, D.C. and Baltimore really brought our crew together in a very dynamic way. We got to know each other intimately and personally, and just the personalities just really blended well together, and we had a really great time, and I'm so glad that I met the people that I did.
So the film crew has certainly grown as a family. It's one of the interesting things, especially on this trip traveling, is you get to know the students better and you start to close down those boundaries that the classroom creates. And so I think it's been really a learning experience for all of us. But yeah, we have become a family, and we've had more fun than I could imagine. And it's been hard work, but it hasn't felt like work. Yes, we're exhausted. I'm not going to deny that we have put in long hours, but it's really easy to get along with these students and work together. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun.